How does the mild climate of the Scottish Highlands influence the unique flavors and smoothness of Barrowman's 18-year Scotch? What should we expect from the tasting experience? Should you consider adding the 18-year to your collection, or is it worth holding out for the other editions? Today we're going to go over this Barrowman's Grand Cru 18-year. This review is part of a series that will also include the 21 and 25-year editions, leading to an ultimate comparison of these age statements. I've been exploring various aged whiskeys on this channel, so make sure to check out those reviews as well. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Barrowman's, then we're going to go into the presentation. We're going to talk about, the bottle looks like, and then we'll work our way over to the location, and we'll talk a little bit about the nosing and the palate, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. And stay tuned, because by the end, we'll reveal some unexpected pairing options that might just elevate your whiskey experience to new heights, especially when you're sharing it with loved ones. So I want you to sit back and relax, pour yourself something nice to drink, and let's learn a little bit more. What I understand about Barrowman's, it has at least a 200-year history, but from what I understand, the Hedges and Butler, it's since 1667. That is very old. I know they're master distillers. I don't know much more than that. I want to learn more, and I'm hoping that when I'm in Scotland coming soon, I hope that you guys watch these videos, that I can go visit and learn more about it. They're part of the Ian MacLeod Distillers group, so I'm assuming that they still have some of the history preserved, but I don't know enough to talk about it all. They're from the Scottish Highlands. As we know, that's mild. And I think during the year when this was bottled, most likely it was a very mild seasonal period. I think it was like 2 or 3 years was very mild. And as we know, that makes it, the weather was mild, the climate was mild. And so what that does is it gives it time to mellow out. It gives the distilled product time to work through the wood without having a lot of evaporation, and this distilling process adds a lot more flavor to the whiskey while kind of smoothing it out. So we're going to see. We're going to open it up and we're going to see what we think. That's what I heard. That's what I kind of understand. But without us actually experiencing it, we don't know. Water is important, and the water that they have here come from springs. I don't know which spring. I need to learn that as well. But, if you want to look at more of the specifics, the 25 year is going to have a lot more information in that video, so be sure to take a look. And as I share all that information, we're going to learn more about Barrowman's, and I hope to go visit, because it's important for me that if I enjoy a product, I learn more about it, so I like to share that with you as well. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this presentation. I like it. The 18-year, the 21-year, and the 25-year have similar presentations. This one's obviously got a darker black and gray color to it. I like what they've done with the design. I like this, almost looks like a seal on it that says the Master Distillers, Hedges and Butler since 1667. I think that looks cool. This Grand Cru blend is crafted to the finest quality for an intense finish, permeated with dedication and promise, and guaranteed by James Barrowman. Awesome. And it says distilled, blended, and bottled in Scotland. So product of Scotland. Nice. Also going to read what's on the back. It says, originally founded as Hedges and Butler Master Distillers in 1667, Frank Butler inherited the family business with a vision to bring it to the New World. He partnered with James Barrowman, an American wine and spirit merchant. Together they brought the finest and rare Scotch whiskey to the stores of America in the late 19th century. They collaborated to create superior blends of the finest Scotch whiskey, and today we have revived this exceptional Scotch blend range. The same superior whiskey still worthy of the Hedges and Butler seal of approval, and I guess that's the seal of approval right there. Then it follows up that says tasting notes. Nose, vanilla and banana. Interesting. Malty with honey, white grape, and heather. Heather, I like that. It's floral. I like those kind of flavors. That's something that reminds me of Tom and Tool, and I enjoy some Tom and Tool. Palate, balanced creamy with a silky mouth fill, gently fruity with porridge and soft spice. That means it's going to have some layers. It's going to have some characteristics that are important that come along with an age. I like that. Finish, wonderfully rounded, slowly drying with fruit and oak. The oak is pretty obvious. So we're kind of seeing this. Open. Doesn't have a foil on top, so okay, good enough. It's got the label on it. Like the label. I like the gold. I like these kind of attributes to it. I like the little designs on it, you know. It's got just the label that says the Superior Grand Cru blend is crafted to the finest quality for an intense finish permeated with dedication and promise and guaranteed by James Barrowman. Same thing that was on the outside of the box. Then it says the same thing on the back. So, I mean, there's not too much going on here that makes it unique, but whatever. So now I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I don't know really where to open it from. Looks like maybe from here. It's one of those kind of... I don't really like it. I prefer the foil. It's okay. Not very fragrant. I don't smell much. But that means it might be smooth. So let's see. And this is 40% alcohol. Like that. I love the shape of this bottle though. I love that that's square. That's cool. There's not many like that on the market, so I enjoy that. Yeah, out of the bottle. I have a lot of scent here. Yeah, cinnamon, spice, but caramel, you know. Not overly sweet. I think well-rounded, honestly. Let's see. The banana. Yeah, I do smell the banana. I have to agree. Let's see. I'd give this about 5.5 to 6 on smoothness. Maybe closer to a 5. Get a bit of a burn. But full body. It does dry on the palate. But I wouldn't say it's particularly smooth. Complex though. Nice layers. Very good mouthfeel. But a little bit too harsh for me. So I'm going to bring out my pairings and see if that helps balance it out a little bit. Of course, we could add water, which I don't mind to do every once in a while. I've got here tacky. It's like a type of little chip that's rolled. This is crunchy fajita. This is a Lindt classic recipe, milk chocolate. And then I've got a Saltis from Bolivia. That's 62% cacao with little nibs of cafe inside. So I'm going to go ahead and take this first. Not the right mix at all. Crunchy fajitas. No. I think the milk chocolate might be best. So let's see. I'm not going to say any of them are perfect with it. I'm going to say the milk chocolate's the closest. The dark chocolate was a little too intense for it. And then the Taki was just, you know, too much of a different type of flavor. Even though I love these. But it just didn't go with this. That's what I got for you. Like I said, the smoothness on this is probably a 5. Maybe a 5.5, but I would say closer to a 5. So it's not terrible, but it's not that great. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned a little bit about Barrowmans. Also Ian MacLeod Distillers, because they're probably one of the biggest distillers out there. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you share it, like it, and also write me comments. Let me know if anything else you want to learn about. Thank you.